Hi, champ. Welcome to another episode of Bloom with Frances. This is Frances Okeke. So today I'm going to be talking about what is love and why does love die. Have you ever heard that sentence? Everything was so perfect in the beginning. Well, in most relationships, everything is always very rosy in the beginning. You meet this person and stars erupt. This person is a mystery. The way they smile, laugh, tilt their head, it's all very mysterious, new, exciting. You get butterflies in your belly, and when they hold your hand, the chemistry is amazing. You guys go on dates, hangouts, and everything is all sweet and beautiful. You wish it would never end. Well, something is wrong here, and you're going to hate that pretty much later. In these few weeks of euphoria you call love, which is just the in love state. I'm going to repeat that again. It's called the in love state. You haven't noticed certain characters about this person. Well, most of us don't notice certain characters about this person. We see them, but euphoria covers it up. Few months into the relationship, the real character, which by the way was never hidden from you, but you only needed time to see, starts showing up. Now you begin to get irritated, and that beautiful love is no more love. That mysterious angel is no more mysterious, but a real person, an actual person with flaws. This is where love ends for most people, really. When that feeling of euphoria ends, most people take a bow, walk out the relationship, and they claim lots of things about why the relationship ended. According to the movies, the euphoria stage alone exists. But according to scientists and psychologists who've proven and shown, by the way, they say that this stage is pretty normal because in your brain, activities are returning to normal and clarity becomes restored. It doesn't mean all those beautiful things you saw and experienced were lies. No, they still exist, but your brain doesn't heighten them anymore. Most people bounce, and by bounce I mean most people exit the relationship when this happens, and the complaints begin. He does this, she does this, how can he do that, how can she do that, who does that, ooh, ew, so many things. Well, this happens when you go in believing the other person must be perfect, and you're just going with the flow. You put them up on some pedestal or something. You haven't made a decision because you just believe it would never end. Well, champ, you're not perfect, so how can another human being be perfect? A lot of people bring up the story of Romeo and Juliet as the perfect love story. If you ask me, they weren't in love. Those two, they were never in love. They were obsessed. They hadn't spent time together at all, except for sweet, stolen, forbidden moments, which to any teenager would be pretty exciting. Which is why adultery and fornication is great, because they are forbidden, exciting, they are stolen, nobody's seeing you do it. Well, until you get caught. I can just imagine Romeo and Juliet staying alive and being together. That relationship would probably end in months. Love, I believe, lasts when your eyes are open. You see all the flaws and imperfections in that person, which is the next stage after the euphoria stage that most people never get to. Euphoria can last for 2 years even according to scientists, and then you hear things like, they were married for just 2 years and they got divorced. Really? 2 years? That's so sad. Well, champ, if you open your mind to it that this person is not perfect and accept the person the way they are, and by accept, I don't mean accepting behaviors that are bad for you, like someone who abuses you emotionally, mentally, physically, gaslights you, belittles you, puts you down, cheats on you, and so many other things. That lies to you. That's not what I'm referring to. And you accept this person the way they are, and you both build each other up. You do it together. Now that's love. Love is a choice. You see, out of the billions of folks in this world and your many faults, I choose you. I will choose you. I still choose you. Even when I see hotter, finer babes, more brilliant people, richer people, more handsome guys and all that, I still choose you. I want you as you are. I can live with those faults of yours and still love you. And like I said before, not faults that are detrimental to your health. So, well, that's love. When you can accept that person the way they are and say, yeah, I'm always going to choose you. I'm okay with these faults. That's not stupidity. That's love. That's real love. Because you've been friends, you are friends, you understand this person, and then you have decided to learn more of each other, grow together, stay together, no matter what. And like I said, no one is detrimental to your health. If it's detrimental to your health, then you need to leave that relationship ASAP. Love, champ, is not just a feeling, but it is a commitment and a decision. It is not just words, it is an action verb. It is not magic that just whips up out of the blues, no. This person can make you smile and make you angry in a minute, but you don't give up on them and say, oh my god, I hate you or something. No, you still stay and say to them, yeah, I'm going to stay, not because I'm meant to be happy every minute, but I love you and I understand. And I don't mean when the person, I know I keep repeating it, I don't mean this person cheats on you or hurts you emotionally, gaslights you and does all that. No. I think most people are in love with the feeling of being in love. That's why when that feeling, that stage of euphoria ends, most people believe love has ended and they walk away. When you are in love, it is the person you love, this person you see clearly in all their glory and messed up states that you're in love with. You're not in love with the person's beauty or their wealth or their looks, or you're in love with the inside and the outside. You're okay hearing, getting vulnerable, sharing your thoughts, your life with this person, and you want to hear what's going on the inside with them. You're okay with it. That's love. You want to do things every day to make them happy and they feel the same way about you, so they do the same thing. That is love. When you do things you don't like, you talk to them about it and you still stay. And as I always repeat, no one is detrimental to your health. This love is mutual. You know your faults and your strengths. You know life is not perfect and you're not. No one is perfect, but these faults of yours, I'm good with it. You don't, and love does not wipe your faults away. You don't think this person wipes your faults away, no. Or that you wipe this person's faults away, no. Love makes you want to be better for this person who sees all these faults and goodness in you at the same time, and they still stay with you. They don't even keep reminding you about your faults. They keep telling you can be better, They see this goodness, they see this thing in you. That's why when you're in love with someone, you see a young lady or a young man or wherever it is, a man or woman in that office or wherever it is that wants you, you remember your choice and that person that really knows you, and you fight the temptation that this new person brings. You consider how your partner would feel if you act on that decision by maybe sleeping with that person or doing all that. You don't even want to put your partner in this, you don't want to hurt your partner, so you keep this person at bay. You close the door. This choice makes you decide not to be emotionally in love with that man that shows you attention that you're lacking from your partner. Instead, you go home and talk to your partner about it and tell your partner, like, hey, I don't think we're communicating anymore. I think you're not being attentive. I feel I lack attention. You communicate. You don't just give up when you've not said it or made an effort. And champ, you don't think you're in love. You know when you are in love. You don't say, I don't want to love you. I fell out of love. I don't love you anymore. If such things come about, you were never in love in the first place. Like I said, love is an action word. It's not just a pretty word. I love you is not just they're not just pretty words you say because you think it's what you have to say, what the other person needs to hear, or what you need to say for the person to give you what they want, what you want, or behave the way you want them to behave, or you think it's what people in a relationship or in a marriage or in that kind of situation say to each other. No. You don't even say it until you're sure you're in it for the long haul. Like, yeah, I know I'm in this. I'm choosing this person. You don't say it and then give up and walk away and move on to love someone else. Start fighting for that love. That is not love, but a bastardization. Oh my god, bastardization of love and infatuation. When you love, you don't hit your wife, you don't cheat on her or belittle her. When you love, you don't drag your man down, you don't belittle him, you don't kill his self-esteem, and you don't do the same for her. You don't cheat. When you love, you treat them well. You respect them, you fight for them the way you want to be treated and fought for. You act it and not just say it. You stay and you prove it. You fight for the love. You too fight for the love you have. Real love to me is also communication, acceptance, and friendship. You see the full picture, the future scares you for, come on, life is uncertain. But you still want thing. You can't imagine life without this person. Most times people wouldn't understand why you love this person really. They believe because society has made it that love has to be this way, it has to be rosy, things have to be great and perfect. Well, what am I saying? Even serial killers have people that love them. What you love will be different from what I love in someone. And so who am I to say who you should love and who you shouldn't love? But you should love that person that makes you happy, supports you, accepts you with all your craziness. And of course, you do the same for the person. Remember, love is reflexive. You give and you take. You just don't take. It's an action verb, remember. So you don't say the word until you're sure and you can act it and keep your word and defend it. Another way to put it to me, in my perspective, is love is like a seed. It's a seed you plant. It struggles to break the soil surface. It shoots up and it survives the elements, the wind, the rain, such as misunderstandings, job losses, separations, the death of a child, inability to have children, family issues, from extended family, and so many other things. And as it grows and weathers life, and it keeps growing, it becomes a tall, strong tree, unmovable and unshakable. That is love. And this love doesn't happen overnight. It's not a one person thing. One person cannot, in the relationship, cannot tend to that love. It has to be mutual. It's the surviving of all the problems that makes it true love. If you abandon it and give up, it never becomes true, because love isn't just a good, happy feeling. And like I said, it is not your partner in that relationship with you that should be taking away the good, happy feeling. When you're in a relationship or you're in love, it's you two are a partner, you're a unit. Things come, things happen from the outside, life happens, but you two weather it together. That's partnership, and that's love. See, God defined love best through his disciple, Apostle Paul, in the Bible. In 1 Corinthians 13, 4-8. This is literally my best portion of the Bible, because God is love and love is God. So it says, love is patient and kind. Love is not jealous or boastful. It is not arrogant or rude. Love does not insist on its way. That it's not selfish. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice at wrongs, but rejoices in the right. Love bears all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never ends. So I'm going to try and explain this the way I understand it. Love is patient and kind. You hear of people who say they love each other and maybe she couldn't have a child, or he has low sperm count or something, yeah, he couldn't help you father a child, or he loses his job or something, there's no fault of theirs or their doing, and people walk out of the relationship, the love ends. Love is patient and kind, because truly, is this person you're in love with, and you believe things will change, you stay positive with them in it, you don't abandon them in it, you don't say things like, you're a bio man, you're a useless man or something. You're patient and kind towards your partner. Or if they have something personal they are struggling with, I don't mean cheating or one of those things that kill you or destroy you. You stay patient and kind, and believe they help them and hold their hand and believe they can go through it. Love is not jealous or boastful. You see, you've heard of relationships where both partners are competing, or hear the man or the woman in a company of people who tries to feel like I'm better than my partner. They belittle their partner in front of guests or other people. And then you hear of people who would say things like, he hits me because he's jealous, because he loves me too much, that's why he hits me, because he's very jealous when other men talk to me. I'm sorry, that's not love. Or because she doesn't like other women talking to me, that's not love. That's manipulation and control. I'm sorry, that's not love. Or things like that, or boost the ability. I think that basically covers jealous or boastful the way I say it. And it's not arrogant or rude. You don't talk to your partner without respect. The way you talk to them, even in presence of people, you don't talk to them like they're kids or they're nobody. No, when you're in love with someone, you don't talk to them that way. You don't act like you're better than them and you're happy you're better than them. No, that's not love. Love does not insist on its own way. Like I said, love is an action verb, so it's give and take. And when something is give and take, you don't get your way all the time. You don't want your way all the time. You also want what's best for your partner. So you guys give and take. She gives you, she wants the best for you, you want the best for her. Middle ground, or you guys do what's better for this person, next time you do what's better for this person. So really it's give or take. It's really bad, and it's not love when one partner wants to do his way every time, like it has to be the way I want it to be, or she wants it to be done her way every time. No, I don't think that's love according to what the Bible is saying. It is not irritable or resentful. If your partner irritates you every time, then maybe there's a problem there. Maybe you should work on it. Or maybe your partner does something wrong to you. You hold grudges. Like you remember something that happened 10 years ago or 15 years ago. Or yeah, we forgive but we don't forget. But it's human nature really. But not when you start resenting and you're bitter towards the person you claim to love. No, that's not love. It does not rejoice at wrong. When your partner is doing the wrong thing, maybe they are lying or they are stealing company money, stealing government money, you don't stay there and enjoy the money without rejoice with them. No, you tell them, no, babe, this is wrong. You shouldn't do this. You want your partner to do the right thing. You want them to make heaven too. So love rejoices at the wrong, does not rejoice at the wrong, but rejoices in the right. You want them to do the right thing before God. You want them to make heaven. You want them to be truthful. You want them to, even if the whole world is lying, you want them to be truthful. Even if people in that position, that political position, are stealing all the money the country has, even if people laugh at you both, you want your partner to be in the right, to do the right thing. And even if your family is this or your family is that, you do the right thing by your partner. So yes, rejoicing, or when what your wife did or your husband did was wrong towards your parents or something, you now support your partner. No. Remember, love does not rejoice at wrong, but rejoices in the right. And I think there's a part where this one I'm about to mention is the part most people confuse, that love bears all things, hopes all things, endures all things. By love bearing all things, it doesn't mean love bearing emotional, psychological, physical abuse. No, it doesn't mean bearing silent treatment and manipulation, or being gaslighted, or being belittled, or being cheated on, or so many things. No, I don't think that's it. Love bears all things means when life throws those lemons at you both. No, throws lemons at your units, you and your partners, you and your love interest units. You both bear it. You fight life together. You bear whatever life throws at you. You both struggle. Okay, let's say she's having fertility issues, or he loses his job, or he's the one having fertility issues, or something. You bear all things together. You hope all things. You lost your job. I believe things will change tomorrow. We're in this together. That kind of thing. We're in this together, or we can even adopt. So many things. And endures all things does not mean enduring any kind of violence, emotional, psychological, or physical. No, endures all things means, like I said, the external, what life throws at you both. Maybe even the loss of a child, loss of a parent, or something. Or maybe your partner had an accident, or your partner is ill, some terminal illness, or something. You enjoy it. You stay in it together. That's what I believe love is. And like the Bible also said, love never ends. I think the perfect representation of this love really is God's love for us. Because let's face it, we do so many things that if God were human, he would have left us a long time ago. He would have given up on me, given up on you, given up on all of us, on all of us. But he still loves us. She still loves us, God is still with us, really. Through it all. Arms ever wide open, always waiting for us to turn back and ask for help and run back into those loving arms. So yeah, love never ends. And love never ends when both partners really are in it together, sincerely. Love never ends does not mean you should stay in an abusive relationship. And you can love someone from afar. So I'm going to do that in a different podcast or video. Loving from afar and forgiveness. I'll break it into 2 parts. So champ, love is an action verb. And do not forget that you're a champ and I love you, but God loves you more. And I hope my thoughts on this, as imperfect as they are, have been able to help you somehow. So till next time, champ, this is Frances Okeke on Bloom with Frances. Bye, champ.